I'm Sarah, and I'm a fitness trainer and a mom of three. So here we are talking about how overwhelmed we are. Here's something that's really helped me. I used to feel like I had a million things on my plate and I just couldn't get it done. And every day I had like 50 things on my to-do list, but come on guys, let's be honest. Like, can we do 50 things in one day? No, we can't, right? So my daily to-do list was overwhelming, but I knew I couldn't get all of it done, and I knew at the end of the day I was gonna feel discouraged because it just wasn't possible to do all of it. So here are some tips for you, and I hope these help you not only in December, but for the rest of the year. So the first thing that I did is my days are so different because some days I teach multiple fitness classes, some days I do personal training for multiple people, some days I don't. So what I had to do is I had to literally take a piece of paper out and schedule my day out. Every day had a piece of paper. So Monday I took a paper and I put every single time on it. So every hour of the day, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7, etc., all the way down the paper. And throughout those time frames, I started writing what I was doing. So for example, like in just a few minutes, it's going to be family time. It's going to be 7 to 8 o'clock. You do the same thing. Yay! It's helped so much. I hope it's helped you too. So I have color coded it. So 7 to 8 a.m. is family time. Some of the time throughout my day is just family time. Some of the time is just time where I'm teaching classes, so I can't do anything other than that. And so rather than try to multitask throughout my day, I color code my day so that I can visually see what I'm doing and maybe what I need to be doing that I'm not doing, or things that I'm doing throughout my day that are really time suckers. Scrolling Facebook, I don't do anymore because that is such a time sucker. It's done for me. So color coding my day. And so again, for me, my days are different. So I had to do one for Monday, one for Tuesday, one for Wednesday, and look at them. Once I had that done, the next tip is to take those times and put them on your calendar. I use my phone as my calendar. You may do something different, but my phone works well for me. And so I put everything in my phone as an appointment, and I put it in as an alarm. So it alarms throughout my day multiple times a day to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing at that moment. Game changer, y'all. Game changer. Because when my phone alarms and if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to, you better believe it moves me to do what I'm supposed to be doing. So that's your next tip. So another tip for you is if you do enjoy doing things like scrolling Facebook, looking at Pinterest, and those things are great and they can be worthwhile, especially like if you're looking for an awesome recipe this time of year or teacher gifts or something like that. Pinterest can be very useful, right? I schedule that throughout my day as well. And y'all, I just heard this statistic the other day, which is kind of crazy to me, but it said that the average American spends an hour and 23 minutes scrolling social media. An hour and 23 minutes a day, y'all, a day scrolling social media. That is insane. But we say that we don't have time to work out, we don't have time to cook dinner and all these other things, right? So making that time, if that's something you enjoy, very deliberate in your day will also be a game changer. So for me, if I want to do something like that, it's done later on in the evening, and I really limit any type of scrolling, any social media to that time of day and not during like my work hours. Okay, 2 more tips for you. One more is that I also plan my day the night before. So I probably should back up a little bit and tell you this one first. So the first thing I do is on Sunday evening, I brain dump. So everything that is in here literally goes into, and again, I use Evernote, but it goes into an Evernote notebook. And so I put everything that I can possibly think of in my head, whether it's work related, whether it's teaching related, whether it's something for my online boot camp, whether it is something for my kids, whether it's oil change in my car, whatever it is, it all goes in that one notebook. I brain dump all of it out. It's a huge relief for me. So once I have it there, I'm very type A, so I like to take that and separate it into different categories. So from there, I will put it into to-do list. I have a to-do today, to-do this week, to-do this month, to-do this year list. And so some things, let's say like oil change, maybe could be pushed to do later this month. Doesn't have to be done today, but I prioritize everything that way. Then when I wake up in the morning, my to-do list is like 5 things versus 50 things, because those 50 things don't have to be done today. They have to be done eventually, but not today. So I have moved them to other to-do lists. So I brain dump, and then the night before, the last tip for you today, the night before is that I sit down and I look at my to-do list and I see what needs to be moved, what needs to be done right now, as in the next morning, what needs to be done that next week. And so I'm constantly moving things around into the appropriate categories to get it all done. So I certainly hope that these tips have helped you all today, and that it will help you stay on track throughout your month. And if you enjoyed these tips, please follow me. But also, I give a lot of these tips in my online boot camps. And my online boot camps are really geared towards moms who feel that overwhelm every single day. And so I give entire tips throughout the 6-week boot camp where you can decrease that feeling of overwhelm.